Hello, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk about gaming as an adult. So, I just watched a video from the Gamer2323. I've been watching him for a while now. Really solid dude. You guys should check him out if you haven't yet. He was basically talking about, the experience of gaming as an adult, and I'm pretty sure we all get this same feeling, being an adult, trying to juggle our life and being able to game at the same time. I like to call it video game anxiety, and for me it's a lot different. Like, I've got plenty of games to play. Plenty. Like too many, actually. My backlog is a mile long. Usually on the weekends is when I really get the chance to sit down and like really get into video games. But sometimes something just kind of overtakes me to where it's like I just, like, no matter what, like, I just can't get into any experience. And I've had Saturdays, that I've just, went onto the Xbox store or the PlayStation store and just bought a new game just to try to play it, and still not even that. So that's why my backlog is pretty long. I don't necessarily think that it's because we're growing older and we're growing out of playing video games. I honestly think that video games aren't growing with us the way that we had imagined when we were younger. When we were younger, we would think of these really cool experiences and like these really high-tech video games and stuff. And I mean, the technology is there, but the will to make these games isn't there. I mean, our closest thing to being able to experience what we'd imagined when we were younger is probably MMOs. For me, I do like the bigger open world games. They tend to give me, something more to do. But I usually run out of story content before I get to experience, a lot of the side quests and stuff. So I mean, lately I've been trying to do like a lot of side quests first before I do the main campaign, but that story is what drives me in those experiences. So that's what keeps me, coming back. And when that's all gone, then it just becomes just a mindless, I just mindlessly run around these open worlds and just check out the scenery and stuff. There's a lot of games that I played when I was younger that I could sit on for hours and hours. The only games that I can really do that nowadays with are my racing sims. I'm able to sit down and play my racing sims for a lot longer than any other game out there. I know we all feel that, and it's starting to weigh us down, as adults. I mean, like, yeah, video game anxiety is real, and it happens to all of us. It's not that I mean, sometimes it feels like we're wasting our time or spinning our wheels, but at the end of the day, I mean, I feel like as a community, we're just begging or hoping for, some kind of a new experience that's going to really push the boundaries and give us that gaming experience that we've always wanted. And that's why I believe that this generation, I believe this generation is where things are really going to take off. In 2 days, we're going to have Flight Simulator from Microsoft, powered with the with AI tech, that is going to make it so we can fulfill one of our greatest fantasies, is just being able to go all over the world, and see things that we've never even seen before with accuracy from, satellite imagery. We're going to be able to see different cities and different landscapes and different, just everything is going to be a lot. I mean, the whole world is going to basically be, at our fingertips, to be able to fly around and see what places actually look like, and that's pretty cool. And I really hope that this technology that Microsoft has created can be used for other gaming experiences. Like say you want to do a Dakar race. Have the AI streaming in the whole freaking, the whole terrain. Or say you want to have an open world where it takes, it actually takes the time to drive. Like say you're driving across the United States or something, and it actually takes that amount of time in the video game to be able to drive that far. Or just bigger, bolder experiences that we've never been able to have before, that can definitely be powered by the cloud. Smarter, better AI for NPCs. I've been saying this, a lot in some of my videos, and this is the kind of stuff that excites me about this generation, that hasn't excited me in previous ones. When I look at my PlayStation 5, I'm like, yeah, that's great. It's another video game machine. It's another great console with really pretty graphics that I'm going to get some really good first party stories out of. But when I look at my Xbox Series X, I'm like, whoa, man, I get to fly all over the planet on Flight Simulator, and this is going to be cool. Like, I look at the Xbox Series X now as a completely different experience when you compare that to the PlayStation 5, and it's for those reasons that Microsoft now has, a more, in my opinion, a more next gen feature that will power different experiences. And like, we got to understand that both of these consoles are basically built on the same platform. So there's no reason why, Sony, like the PlayStation experience, cannot, meet these demands and have this technology available to it as well. So my fingers are crossed, and I'm really hoping that we get these experiences with both consoles. But going forward, yeah, like, I'm excited about this generation more so than I have been in a very long time. I want to experience these things. I want them to make games that last a long time, that can fulfill that story, that story driven fantasy that drives me when I'm playing my games. To be able to have an AI that could create scenarios or different, story arcs and story beats, or, make things, like have AI controlling NPCs that can create circumstances that could push a story narrative forward. Like, that sounds amazing to me. That is more next gen than a faster SSD. That, to me, would create games that could potentially go for forever. I know this would be hard, but I don't know if the corporate, structure of needing to make video, or needing to make money on the video games, that will ever allow for experiences like that. That's why I think that Game Pass is the perfect opportunity for developers to create, the gaming experiences that we've been longing for a long time. I'm really rooting for Microsoft this generation. I am. I mean, I've been a Sony fan guy for over 25 years, and I am now more interested in the possibility of what the Xbox Series X and S can bring to the gaming front. And everything just adds up to create an ecosystem that could truly be self-sufficient. With AI creating experiences inside of games that we know and love. I mean, wow, the possibilities are basically endless when you start to really think about this. And that's what I want to see as a gamer. I want to see something that is going to completely give me that experience, to be able to go to a game and play it and things be different all the time, and not like a procedurally generated game that's like just in some contained environment. Something that can truly grow and create different experiences all on its own. That's basically what I would like to see happen. I don't know. I mean, like, do we really have is that really possible basically, and that's what keeps me hanging on to the hope that, you know, video games are going to completely wow us again, like they did when we first picked up that controller. When we first picked up that controller and started playing, you know, our Marios or our Sonics or whatever it was that we started playing, pinball, ping pong, you know, just whatever it was that blew us away the very first time we ever played a video game. So yeah, those are the experiences that I'm hoping to see. And yeah, video game anxiety is real, and it's something that we all probably suffer from, and that we all, you know, kind of feel like eventually we'll be able to like, or we're not, or we're always chasing that next best thing. We're always jumping from one experience to another, and that's what I do, man. I jump from a lot of experiences to a lot of experiences, trying to find that one game that's going to keep me busy for a while. And that's kind of what I want from gaming. I want to be able to get into an experience and play it for hours on end, like I used to when I was a kid. I want that back. I strive for that feeling again, and I long for it more than you'll ever know. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to give a special thanks to Gamer2323 for helping me figure something out to talk about again tonight. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I have made, you know, previous videos about this that kind of touch on this, but nothing ever really focused like tonight. And you know, those are my thoughts on it. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.